Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Aquarius July 3, 2022. The moon spends the day in your partnership sector, stimulating your need for others. While it's a transit that promotes balance, a Mars-Pluto aspect in play can ramp up tensions. This influence can aggravate lingering control issues. You may feel tense about deadlines or impatient with matters that aren't accelerating at the pace you'd like. There can be uneasy feelings, words, or thoughts, but it's an excellent time to recognize anger if it's hanging around so that you can deal with it. Consider that guardedness of your privacy and unwillingness to explore the deeper issues may aggravate tensions. Something you've swept under the carpet may be better dealt with than avoided, since it can emerge in disruptive ways otherwise. The tendency to fixate on a specific topic or idea can be positive if applied to a project requiring extra attention, as long as you avoid pushing things too hard. Under today's transits, worries and concerns seem to magnify, and you may want to watch for a tendency to see the best or the worst of a situation rather than merely seeing it for what it's worth. This is the kind of day when it is easy to fly off the handle. The planetary aspect indicates that it is difficult to be patient concerning things that are bothering you, especially if they concern someone close to you. The other side of the coin indicates, however, that if you do need to say something difficult, you can summon hidden powers and resources today. You have a choice. Time to challenge, then change the tune to your inner monologue as Mars in Aries squares Pluto retrograde in Capricorn. Mental perceptions of work, interpersonal group dynamics, and conversations could be exceptionally tense. You might have some underlying issues brewing, which may come out in your interactions at work today. Although it could be cathartic to tell a coworker like it is, you could use these opportunities as a chance to work through your stress to adjust how you view your conversations with your coworkers. You might even have an opportunity to set the record straight. You have your own special way of organizing yourself as you go about your private business. Today you might be forced to collaborate with someone and integrate yourself into a team. This may be challenging because you have a very different point of view. Therefore, it is important to know where your boundaries and your limits are. Try to be tolerant and willing to make compromises. Do you feel like embracing the whole world? Then go ahead and do it. Start off with your friends and family. All those old arguments and problems are forgotten and forgiven, leaving you to concentrate on the important things in life. Share your excess of love and warmth with people who really mean a lot to you. You need to stretch those legs and put yourself in a totally new situation. Seek out something radically different from what you're used to and wrap yourself up in it. Full of anticipation, choices confronting you are confusing and you're not sure who you want to hug and hold close to your heart. If you feel that having to be polite and diplomatic causes you problems, there's nothing wrong with letting people know you wish to remain single and don't want a serious relationship. The outlook is excellent for you all engaged in creative endeavors. You will be especially inspired today, with a high level of energy compelling you to immediate action. Nevertheless, regardless of your occupation, you can expect to be challenged by the people close to you. It won't be easy for you to explain or justify your creative outpourings. Concentrate on pleasing yourself today, not others. You can communicate another day. Don't be surprised to find that you are rather aloof today. When dealing with others, you may have to consider the possibility that you are coming across this way, and that they may struggle with this mood. A vibration has a way of bringing out the pensive and serious side of you. It's not surprising to be completely lost in your thoughts and out of touch with the things that are happening around you. A reassuring word or two may help others relax. Having the moon in your relationship sector during Mars last weekend in your communication sector is a win/win for both. For Mars, this is giving the warrior planet of the cosmos something to channel his war on communication barriers into, while for the moon, this will make it easier to give your emotional responses and relationships a voice. Yet as the moon makes its last visit to your relationship sector before the first planetary activity for the year begins, and with planets staying on after Mars leaves, this is also a chance to invest in the future. Having the moon not only in your relationship sector during Mars last weekend in your communication sector but at a friendly aspect is helping to channel his war on communication barriers into your relationships. With planets staying on after Mars leaves to keep the communication lines open and the moon making its last visit to your relationship sector before the first planetary activity for the year begins, this is also a taste of things to come. Our eyes in the sky. Today is a wonderful time to heal the subconscious and heart. We all have trauma and wounds that we've pushed to the bottom of our consciousness, but now the emotions around the pain are coming into focus. Chiron is a smaller celestial body originally classified as a centaur because of its location and an asteroid because of its mass. Wounded healer Chiron, currently in Aries, aspects Venus in Leo this afternoon. During this time, you'll be able to take a deep look at your recent hurts and see how you can change them. Issues with confidence and self-esteem could come into focus. Mercury in Gemini also shares a minor aspect with Chiron today. This planetary connection gives us the chance to look within and fix recently repressed issues or feelings we've had to suppress and not deal with. Discussing your feelings with others can be healing and invigorating. This energy is more appropriate than ever because we've all been holding in tears, emotions, and uncertainties that need to be released. The upcoming new moon in Leo will bring our emotions out into the open. Is danger lurking around the corner as a hot new month begins? If today's shadowy Mars-Pluto square has anything to say about it, that's a big, fat cosmic yes. With intense Mars traveling alongside reckless Aries, one of the signs it rules, it gains, what not to do, steam as it bulldozes its way through the universe. As intense Mars squares off with mysterious, death-obsessed Pluto in Sirius Earth sign Capricorn, it's no surprise that there's a lot of tension in the air. It's hard to tell what anyone around you might do next, and you aren't even all that sure about your own intentions or motivations and why they lead you to act in a certain completely uncharacteristic way. Power struggles prevail at work and at home, and your frustrations could even result in actual physical altercations today. Even the calmest of signs can be driven over the edge as you find yourself in places you never dreamed you'd be when you woke up this morning. In the pre-dawn hours, the moon's sextile to Mars offers us playful energy. We want to demonstrate our intelligence under the Leo moon, while Mars in Leo stimulates a competitive streak that is optimal for lighthearted games and trivia. The sextile aspect softens our need to win and prevents us from becoming sore losers. We would rather share others' company and have fun, instead of beat the competition and wind up by our lonesome. Additionally, this aspect isn't half bad for forming romantic connections, and even though it perfects before the start of the day, we will feel buoyed by courageous and aspirational feelings into the morning. Afternoon, Venus in Leo creates a trine to Chiron in Aries, helping to heal our hearts. We see past romantic disappointments for lessons learned, and commit to being mindful of our attractions to similar personality types who leave us feeling insecure in love. After a hard fall in romance, we tend to wall ourselves off to prevent further pain. There is a time and a place for seclusion, sheltering, and coming back to oneself, as there is a time and place for embracing vulnerability and allowing others to have access to us. This influence offers us the gift of surrender. Acknowledge that you have moved through a dark night of the soul, and because of this, you are again prepared to seek soul-stimulating relationships.